I thought that this colony was dead because a few weeks ago it blew over and it was under maybe 6 or 8 inches of snow on its side. And I just stood it up and hoped for the best. And when I look at it and see all the debris there on the side and on the ground, I was pretty sure they were dead and being robbed. But today we're having a warm up. Skunk cabbage is blooming. And if you look really close here, you can see these bees are bringing pollen in, which is not, there goes one. Robbers don't usually carry pollen with them. Here comes another one swooping around. Swooping around. I can see full pollen baskets on the legs. Getting ready to go in. So it looks like that debris there on the left is just some of the damaged comb and little honey cappings from when this hive fell over. Yeah, it was laying here. It's a 5-frame box setup. But that's a nice little bright spot. I'm gonna look around and show a couple more that they're doing good. You can see the pollen right there on that one. Oh, there she goes. Here's another one that just won't quit. These are the bees that Craig from Liberty Bell Beekeepers did 99% of the work removing these bees. I just kind of helped out. They were sprayed a few times at an apartment complex and they just looked terrible. And then one of us stepped on the queen, so they had to make a new queen. And I'm thinking that was in 2020, early summer of 2020, I think. And they just keep surviving. I split them. They swarm. I just keep track of them. And they're just killing it again for I don't know how many winters now. Three or so. Yeah. There's me and Craig sprayed bees. Here's another situation I'm kind of happy about. These bees here and these right next to them were a split that I did last year, and I had already had these here on the right for a couple years. So I think the mother went over here, and then I'm sure they swarmed or requeened or something at some point. But these two are closely related. I thought the one on the left was dead. I knew this one on the right was fine, but I thought this one was dead. But today, as I'm looking and watching this little entrance here on the side, they probably won't do it now that I'm focusing on it, but they were definitely bringing in skunk cabbage pollen. I'm kind of in the way. Is that one right there? But yeah, trust me, they're alive. And I like this because since these two are so closely related, it's just kind of showing some heredity for whatever they have that allowed them to survive with no treatments and no feeding. Yeah, so there you can see some pollen going in. Yeah, I like that. The one over here on the far right didn't do so well. I think the inspector and I messed that one up. Inspecting in the fall. The top box I didn't realize only had 2 frames in. Spilled a bunch of honey, comb everywhere, dripping everywhere, and I think that just was a bad thing. Got them set in the wrong direction. But oh well. Another nice little situation. These bees are from that top bar hive that lady has a couple miles down the road that she's never inspected, never opened. And when they swarmed, I went and caught them and put them in here. And they seem to be doing pretty well. When I was looking up closer and not in the way, they were bringing in skunk cabbage pollen again. That's cool. It just tells you what I know. I was about to show an example of some bees getting robbed, or a colony getting robbed. And then I see like 4 in a row go in with a boatload of pollen on their legs. So that's cool. This one's definitely some of my oldest bees. These are from a long time ago. It's the only one I have of these, so hopefully if they get all the way through, I definitely want to propagate these as wide as possible. Even though 5 seconds ago I thought they were dead. Oh yeah, one thing I want to say, the new thing about no ventilation, I don't know, I don't want to hear about it. This one has gaping hole there. It has a normal little entrance. They don't have a top thing there, but it's just not airtight. And the biggest insult to my way of beekeeping is this thing has a screen bottom board on. It was probably headed for the trash, and somehow I left it on some bees. So it has a wide open screen bottom board, and they're still living and bringing in pollen, and they actually look pretty good compared to a lot of my colonies here. But yeah, and then, yeah, here's another one. I mean, upper ventilation. They don't have a screen bottom board, but they do have practically wide open bottom entrance, and there's gaping cracks everywhere. So yeah, you're not gonna see me totally air tightening up my colonies anytime soon. Right next to them, this one's dead, definitely dead. You can see the little stickiness everywhere. They're done. They're a feeder now, and also little flakes of wax give that away. I'm gonna quickly show you what's blooming in my yard. I have snowdrops and crocuses. These first snowdrops that come up always seem to look like little stunted plants for some reason. It's usually the first little wave of them, but they're kind of spread out everywhere. There's more way back there. But the ones that come in a little bit later are gonna be more leafy, have more flowers. There's a bee going on one. Oh, where'd it go? Where is it? I thought I saw a bee on there. Anyway, it's just a little something. It's nothing big, but it's better than nothing. That's my little 2-year-old peach tree from seed. That's actually the smallest one. And then here's some of my crocuses coming up. A little bit too early. I wish they would wait. But only a few are coming up. There's some over there. I hope to have a ton of these in a couple weeks. I have thousands of them planted. And then just to quickly wind this whole video down really quick before it goes on forever. I think the log colony is no longer with us, but man, you just never know. They might just be bundled up in there, not really feeling the fluctuations of the temperature until, it's warm enough for long enough for them to wake up. But we'll find out. We'll see in the spring. Nothing I can do, but there's just no activity here at all today. So let's see what happens. Tune in for the next installment. Thanks for watching.